as they keep on dominating even into 2023. Will it kick on this weekend? We're going to take a look at that and more next. That's right, folks. Pam's getting on a prediction video today. We're forward to matchday number, I think it is 25, 26, something like that, over in League 2. And we'll get to that in just a second. If you do, where you been, smash your subscribe button back and see all things League 2 related, Barrow related, world football related. We're going to all hear boys under one roof ski now, of course. Please forgive the hinky-pinkiness of these videos at the moment. We are recording via potatoes, tin cans, and hamsters. That's right. We are running on bare bones. We are living out of a suitcase as we await the call to up sticks and get our asses down to Georgia. And it's literally that. We have gutted the place. We are living. We got no sofa, no nothing. So please forgive the lateness, the tardiness, and of course the hinkiness of these videos. So, but anyway, enough about me. So we'll talk about League 2. Let's get into it and get cracking. Of course, now again, yes, we've been away for a while, and in these videos, especially this weekend, we're not going to be able to bring you bang up to date with what went on previously. I will eventually get to that point. It might be next week, it might not be, but anyway, just for the argument's sake, let's take a look at what I'm talking about, if I can get going. Okay, these were my predictions for the last games in League 2, just the last one, not the previous three, but the last one. So I'm going to reveal them. Let's just bang them out here like that, so you can see what I'm talking about. Right here. So, of course, Bradford City with a 3-2 win over Salford. I went with a 3-1 win myself. Not too shabby. The Colchester 1-0 win over Swindon. Big win that was. I went the other way. Crewe with a 1-0 win over Tranmere. I went with a draw myself. Doncaster with a 2-1 win over Carlisle. I went with the other way on that one as well. Meanwhile, Walsall 2-1 win over Mansfield. I went with a 1-0 win for Walsall. Not too shabby on that one. Of course, Grimsby with a 1-0 win over Stockport. I went with a 2-1 win for Stockport on that one. Hartlepool 3. Harrogate 3. I went with a 1-0 win for Hartlepool. Of course, Sutton with a 2-1 win over AFC Wimbledon. I went with a 1-0 win myself. Barrow 0. Rochdale 0. 2-1 win in my eyes. Stevenage 1, Gillingham 0 on that Badgerino with a 2-0 win, of course, and then Newport County 2, Crawley 2. I went with a 2-1 win for Newport County, and the 1-0 win for Northampton over Leyton Orient. I went with a 3-2 win. Not too shabby. So those are my picks. I did all right. Nothing fantastic there, but the problem is how you guys got on. You guys did great, and of course I believe that everything worked well for the most part, but I've not got access to the old numbers, and I don't have time to do the new numbers, but I will hope to have more time next week. So just forgive me right now, because it is tough. It is tough to keep the channel ticking along in this very, very bizarro world I'm living in right now. But anyway, this is the table as it stands. Of course, Leyton are still clear by Stevenage. By 2 points, though. Northampton Town still in the mix of Carlisle making their tracks, as are Bradford City. Big win that was over Salford for them. Going down as Rochdale. Could be double relegation, as could it be for Gillingham at the moment. Of course, this is the next round of games, and this is where we get back to normality. Of course, take a look at those next round of games. Now, it is FA Cup weekend. So we have got 2, 4, 6, 8 confirmed games. So let's have a crack at it then, shall we? Kicking off with Gillingham up against. Oh, I don't even know. I don't think so. So what we're gonna do? I'm not gonna talk about it like it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna skip it. If it's not here in my list, it's not happening. So Gillingham against Crewe, I do not believe is happening. But if it was to have happened, I probably would have went with a Gillingham victory on this one, or a 2-1 win. Sorry, a 2-1 win. Meanwhile, Salford against Northampton Town is going ahead. So let's take a look at that Badgerino, of course. Then here we go. Kicking it all off, it is Salford up against Northampton Town. Played the 5 times 2019. 1 win for Salford, 3 for Northampton Town, and 1 draw. At the moment, Salford though, 75% form for them. Heading into this, just 1 defeat past 6 up against the Northampton Town side. 67% form, also 1 defeat past 6 heading into this. Last time around, over at Salford, it was a 2-2 draw back in September 2021. They've also played this season. It was in Northampton. It was a 1-0 win for Salford way back when. The Orient did lose to Northampton Town 1-0 last time around over at the Sixfields. Meanwhile, Salford with a 3-2 loss against Bradford City, of course. But the odds for this one, we have 70-10 is your Salford, 9-4 is your draw, 8-5 is your away win here. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win myself for Salford. Making tracks, of course, closing in once again on those playoff spots. this coming weekend. Meanwhile, Carlisle was supposed to be taking on Hartlepool United. Now, again, what I'll do here is I will put these things in the stuff in the form. So make sure you fill them out anyway, and maybe we will add those points. I don't know. I'll put them in the form. Whack your scores in there. You'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, this game is not happening this weekend. But if it was to happen, I would have went with Carlisle. 1-0 win for them. No problems on that one. Same can be said. Crawley up against Grimsby Town. Does not look like it's going ahead this weekend. FA Cup interaction, or one of these two teams, or both maybe, are in the FA Cup. But if it was to go ahead, I would have went with a nil draw. Of course, Crawley making up some ground. Grimsby been a bit shit of late. Harrogate Town, though, are taking on Colchester United. So take a look at that Badgerino then. Coming at you this coming Wochenende. Put each other 5 times to 2024. Wins Colchester, 1 for Harrogate. No draws at the moment. Harrogate, though, 58% form for them right now. Winning 3 of the last 6 against Colchester side. Winning twice of the last 6, 33% form for them heading into this. Harrogate Town, though, 2-1 loss last time around in Harrogate way back in April 2022. They also played each other this season in Colchester. It was a 2-1 for Colchester back in October. In fact, Colchester won 3 on the spin against Harrogate. They like playing them, and hopefully they can get another win themselves to get out of the relegation area. Meanwhile, Colchester do come in on the back of the 1-0 win over Swindon. Harrogate with a 3-3 draw over Hartlepool. But the odds for this game, we have, of course, Harrogate Town 23-20 for the victory, 23-10 is Colchester, and 12-5 is the draw. I am backing, I think, a 1-0 win for Harrogate Town here, even though Colchester have the form against them most recently. Leyton Orient up against Doncaster Rovers will go ahead. It will be ahead at Brisbane Road. That's right, coming at you this weekend. The leaders look to extend their lead, maybe at the expense of Stevenage, who might be in cup action. Played each other 13 times, these two sides. 2003, 1 win for Leyton Orient, 8 wins for Doncaster, and 4 draws, of course, at the moment. Orient, though, just won defeat past 6. In fact, though, 3 games without a win for them, 67% form for them. Meanwhile, Doncaster come to us on 3 wins of the last 4, 50% form for them over the last 6. Last time around, though, over at Brisbane Road, it was a 3-1 win. Actually, it wasn't 3-1, it was a 4-1 win for Doncaster way back in March 2017. Wow. They also played each other at the Keep Moat back in October. It was a 1-1 draw way back when. Doncaster picking up a 2-1 for Carlisle. Back-to-back wins for them up against the Orient side, who haven't scored in the last 3 games. Macaulay Bonne has been freed, or has allowed to transfer or whatever, so from QPR. So maybe, just maybe, the legendino that is, of course, Macaulay Bonino could be heading his way to Brisbane Road. The odds for this game, 10-7 on is your Leyton Orient, 13-5 is your 4-1 is your way win here. Will they get goal? We'll have to see. Going to go with 2-0 with me for the Orient on this one. Mansfield Town up against Barrow will go ahead. Bit of a zinger this one, of course. Barrow falling out of the top 6 now. Mansfield, though, are well and truly in the mix. Played each other 16 times, 8 wins for Mansfield, 5 for Barrow, 3 draws, of course. Mansfield, though, 50% form for them. 1-2 loss to and drawn to over the last 6. Barrow, though, without a win in the last 6 games at the very least. In fact, they haven't won the last 6 games. 17% form for them. Last time around, though, in Mansfield, it was a 1-0 win for Barrow. That was back in October 2021. They've actually played each other twice this season. Both of them were in Barrow, and both of them was a 1-0 win for Mansfield back in October and back in November for Mansfield. Meanwhile, Barrow with a 0-0 draw against Rochdale most recently. Mansfield with a 2-1 loss against Walsall, of course. But the odds for this game, we have Mansfield 11-10 on for the victory, 12-5 is your draw, 3-1 is your long shots. That is, of course, Barrow on this. We are going for a win for Mansfield. Of course we are. 3-1 win. In the end, job done. On to the next one we go is Rochdale against Newport County over at Spotlands now. Played each other 5 times, 2013, 4 for Rochdale, 1 for Newport County, 0 draws at the moment. Meanwhile, Rochdale without a win in the last 6 games, 8% form for them right now. Newport County, though, just one defeat past 5, 42% form for them over the last 6. Last round over at Spotlands, it was a 3-0 win for Rochdale back in December 2021. In fact, they're unbeaten against Newport County over the last 3. In fact, they've scored 6 goals without return. So they like playing Newport County, but of course the Welsh Wonders coming to the back of a couple of draws, 3 draws in fact, drawing with Wimbledon, Leyton Orient and Crawley respectively. Rochdale coming to on the back of that 0-0 draw against Barrow. But the odds for this one, we have 2-1 is your Rochdale, 11-8 is your Newport County, 11-5 is the draw here, guys. Tight going to go with a 1-0 win for the Welsh as Rochdale are struggling. Meanwhile, Stockport County against Bradford. That game is kiboshed. It's postponed. But if it was to go ahead, it would have been a difficult one. I would have went with Bradford City on this one, 2-1 win for them. I see Matty Derbyshire's back for Bradford, back for Hughes, and hopefully he can fire Bradford City back into League One. Meanwhile, Swindon Town up against Stevenage as also not a happening, of course. So not going ahead with that one. And again, if it was to go ahead, I probably would have won Stevenage to lose. Oh my gosh, Swindon would have won that one. But of course, form and everything can factor into that. So we'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Tranmere up against Sutton United coming at you as well this coming Saturday. Now these two sides, according to my eyes, Did we do the Salford game? Salford. Yes, we did at the start of the hour. Anyway, Tranmere got Sutton United played 7 times 2016, 3 wins apiece and 1 draw. Tranmere, though, 40% form for them, and twice at the last 6 up against Sutton United side, who won 4 of the last 5, 75% form for them heading into this. Last time around, over at Plenton Park, it was a 1-0 win for Sutton United back in November 2021. They also played each other this season at Sutton. It was a 2-0 win for Tranmere way back when. Sutton then picked up a 2-1 win over Wimbledon most recently, and of course, Crewe beating Tranmere at Grimsby Road just the other day. Tight one on this one again. Tranmere needs some results because they are slipping down that table way fast. Sutton United are on the climb. Got to go with the 2-1 win for Tranmere on this one. They need a result and they need it fast. And then wrap it up. It is Wimbledon. They go to Crewe. Well, it says Walsall here. It says Walsall, which is a load of horse shit. They're talking about a bag of shit here. They're talking about a big fat bag of bones. It's actually going to be Crewe against Wimbledon. So does that make sense to you guys? Yeah, it might make sense. So let's just talk about Crewe against Wimbledon, not Walsall. It's a load of horse shit. But Crewe taking on Wimbledon this weekend. Played each other 7 times to 11, 3 wins for Crewe, 1 for Wimbledon, 3 draws. Of course, Crewe though, 2 wins the last 6 for them, 33% form for them around Wimbledon. Picking up 50% form, 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. Last round though, over at Crewe, it was a 3-1 win for Crewe back in April 2022. They also played each other at Plough Lane. It was back in October. It was a 1-1 draw way back when. Wimbledon did lose to Sutton United most recently, and of course Crewe picked up a 1-1 win over Tranmere. The odds though for this game, of course, it's going ahead 9-5 for Crewe, 11-5 is your draw, 31-20 is your away win. I was thinking Walsall here. I was thinking Walsall, and I would have went a win with Walsall. But if it's Crewe and it's Wimbledon, it's a tight one. I'll probably go with a 1-1 draw myself. So if my predictions come on in, which they won't because half of these games aren't playing, and of course that Wimbledon-Walsall one is completely botched. It would look like this. The table would look like that. So, but of course it won't because these games are not going to happen anyway. So it won't look anything. It will not look like this. But anyway, please get your well, we're not La Liga. Please get your predictions in wherever the link is. The link exists out there down below. It's down below. I told you. Please forgive these bare bones as we try to make amends. All my gear is 1,000 miles away right now. But anyway, that is it. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the little bell. Of course, we'll be back for another one, hopefully in a bit better shape next week. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up. I'll see you soon for the next one.